Morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Saturday. How's everyone doing? Let's have a look who we've got. Lucas. I'm good, mate. How are you doing? CJD, just on my way to the butty shop for a sausage, egg and bacon bap. Oh my god, I hope you're having brown sauce, mate. You better be having brown sauce. Queen Bee Gaming, 7 months. Thank you very much for that, Stace. 7 months membership. You're my longest running member. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for that support. Dan Dog, choo choo. When I get my PC, I'm going to have to get a soundboard set up for things like that. Once it's finished. Ketchup all the way. Yeah, I can go with ketchup, but it can only be a little bit. If it's brown sauce, I have to lash it on. I've had a piece of toast. Oh, and a bit of black pepper. I've never heard of that before. I'll have to try that. Right, let me get set up. So yeah, Creators Club. We've been doing a bit of Creators Club, and I always go looking for my favourite liveries on there when a new DLC comes out. So we're gonna do the 158 on the Midland Main Line first, in one of those said liveries, and I will show it you. We'll do this Lincoln to Leicester service first, which is going from Nottingham all the way down to the bottom, Leicester. So let's get into it. I'll show you the livery. The clue is in the title. King, good morning. How you doing? Stace, you had homemade. I can't. Do you know what? That little like button, good as though it is covering up the bottom right hand corner of the chat for me. So I can't really see what you've put. You've had there homemade croissants and cinnamon swirls. Yeah, I could go for that. Yeah, that's quite nice too. Yeah. Let's get the doors open and I'll show you this. Northern trains had to be Northern trains. I always look for this. This is what you see going through Preston a lot, the Northern trains. So it looks pretty swish on this. I have to tell you, this is in the Creators Club by someone called, let me get it right, because there's a few of them, TomHill. So if you go and look for TomHill, no space, he's got quite a few, I'm saying he, I'm just assuming, he's got quite a lot of stuff on there, not just this, but that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And I was driving the HST last night, and I kept seeing this because of course once you download one of these, you see it as AI just randomly going past. So there's on London Commuter, there's a few Class 66s that I've downloaded a long time ago, and I sometimes forget about them. Suddenly they'll drive past as AI, and I'll be like, oh, look at that. I've almost turned into a train spotter. Yeah, I'm good, King. Thanks. Yeah, Stace does live in a country club. She does. She definitely does. Boston, Providence, Northeastern Pack would have your local route. I'm actually gonna jump on the Trenton route after this. I think we'll run the Acela, after we've done this. But I'm gonna fall behind if I don't get things set up. So let's do that first. Let's get these safety systems on. I think everything else gets set up automatically. We'll put this GSMR on. See if it gives us the service. It was giving us the service, the head code here. But since day one, I've not seen that. I wonder if something happened in the little patch we had on PS5 that took that away. It was putting the head code up there. It's gone. Not to worry. We got the day headlights. We'll open the window. We'll go out. We'll lock the doors. People are still standing here in the what do you call them? The vestibules. Is that posh? A vestibule. I wish Farrow was here. He'd correct me on my poshness. Right. Let's go. Chat legends, that's actually a good term for everyone, that. Yeah, chat legends. Right, this is Nottingham. So we will go in the cab a little bit, but I wanna kind of show you this livery because it's quite neat. I like it. So have any of you picked this route up since Tuesday? What about you, Lee? Because you were a bit undecided, weren't you, whether you were going to pick it up because it had a couple of issues. I don't know if you ended up doing it. I know you got the West Cornwall, which was a good choice. That's always a good one. Let me know if the game sound is okay. Right, Beeston is first. So this one, it doesn't stop everywhere. It's a 48-minute service, this one. Then we'll jump on the New York Trent and we'll do a bit of speed in the Acela, I think, to finish off with. Because it's been a few weeks since I've been on there. Oh, you bought it last night. Had a bit of a spending spree on the Xbox. Yeah, it's got to be done, hasn't it? Has to be done. Hope you all had a chance to watch the HST video that I put out yesterday as well. That one, that yellow and blue HST, that really does remind me of a kid. As I said in the video, because of my train set. Sticks out in my mind. I probably didn't even know at the time if it was a real train, because we didn't see them up here. But obviously since then, they used to be on all the TV adverts, didn't they, as well? This is the age of the train. Stace won't remember that, she's too young, but if you were knocking about in the 70s and early 80s, it used to be on TV the whole time. Unfortunately, they used to also have Jimmy Savile doing adverts for that, so they probably pulled them adverts now. You'll never see him again. John M. Gaming, how are you? Do you use the keyboard for the train horn? No, so it's on PlayStation. It's left stick, square and left stick. Left stick. So just when you want to get the other tone, it's low with the stick, hold in square, press the stick again to get the high one. I don't use a keyboard at all, actually. I know some do. It's probably easier for changing, you know, like this, the outside views and whatnot. But if you sat on your settee playing, I find it a bit fiddly with a keyboard next to me, you know. Hey Sophie, how are you? Good news that DTG has been sold. I don't know what that will actually mean though. I don't... It might mean they have more money to put into different projects. Don't know. I don't know much about the other company and what they do. The ones that, it's Focus, isn't it? I don't know much about what they do. Do they? I'm assuming they're a game publisher as well, are they? Have they got any really nice titles? Because you could probably base it on that, couldn't you? You could see what they're doing and sort of assume that it's going to be the same going forwards. We got the Phantom Fog coming again. Look, here it comes. Let's stop at Beeston. Yes, there's no clue what you're on about. Uh, the adverts to sprinters are coming, yeah. Oh, I just saw that. I just saw that comment. Yeah, Dandog. Yeah, train life. Looks like it's almost but confirmed. It's not getting any more support. But actually, yeah, as King says, yeah, it's quite a good game. I've been following Train Life a little bit this week over on the Discord, and one of the players, one of the more prominent players in that Discord, one of the more active people, Suggs he's called, he managed to get a video call with the Simteract CEO, and the CEO told him that the hands are tied because Simteract are the publisher. The hands are tied by Nacon, and Nacon have put all the resources into Taxi Life, and it could be that something else happens with Train Life later on, but at the moment there's no plans. That's the current situation. So if you get Train Life in a sale, I'd go for it. I mean, it's playable. It just means that what you get is what you get. But you know, I like Train Life. I've been playing it a long time. I think it's all right. I think it's a good idea. East Midlands Parkway. Yeah, TSW is more expensive than Dog, definitely, because each DLC is meant to be its own mini game, and obviously if you compare the two, you get more realistic. Well, you get more realistic surroundings. Although Train Life is very good, and all the models, they put a lot of time into the train models, and the physics doesn't always work, of course, as we know, and the sound. But if you look at the trains that are in Train Life, they're very plain. They haven't got any licensing. The ones that are licensed, like the ICEs, you can only drive them in scenarios. You can't drive them in timetable like you can on here. So if you want a simulator, this is the simulator. But if you want to do a bit more of a sort of management train game, Train Life is for you. So that's why I always kind of call them separate. I enjoy both for what they are. I think a lot of people will see them as competitors, but really they're not. They're not competitors. They do different things. But yeah, you're right, for the price, Train Life, yeah, it's all right. As long as you're not on Switch, because I don't believe it was a good launch on Switch, and now they've abandoned it. Right, I've got a yellow coming up in the Phantom Fog. That's green, we're good. J Luke, how you doing? Focus on Snow Runner. Oh, of course they do, yeah, they do. Just realised I should have sounded the horn for that crossing. This TSW are on the road. This is what I was trying to say in the video this week, is that even though you set the weather, the dynamic weather to clear, I'm edging on saying 100% of the time, a fog of some sort like this descends for a little bit, even though you set it, clear. It seems to always happen for some reason. I mean, I used to drive, when in the old TSW, you used to have to set your own weather manually every time. I did used to set it to this mist, because, oh, there it goes, it's just gone. I did used to set it to that mist, because I quite liked it. It was a bit atmospheric, but you seem to get it now, whether you want it or not. So there's obviously some issue there, and the way that weather transitioned back to brightness again there wasn't quite right. I have no doubt that's on the list, though. Fog lifted. Yeah, it scarpered. It was off. That's a double yellow. I'll set the power off. So we should see the power station quite soon. It's over there, in fact. Right, we really need to brake. Not had any issues with train life. No, it's all right. I think if you're just on the Switch, I think the Xbox had some problems to begin with, but I think they fixed all that. I've been all right on the PS5 version, I must admit. Euro truck with trains, yeah, it's a good description of it, yeah. East Midlands Parkway, balls up, no passengers. We're stopping anyway, Sophie. We know nobody's going to be there, but we're going to stop. I don't like that clipping under that bridge, I've got to admit, under these girders. Xavier, how you doing? Good morning to you as well. Lee's back with his mega butty. Lee, stop talking with your mouth full. Loving the HST on this route. How is the 158? I quite like the 158, yeah. It's quite nice. So I've got one of my local liveries on here, Northern, from Creators Club. TomHill, if you want to look for it, any of you guys. That's the person that's put that in the Creators Club. Dan Dog, you're on PS5. Your son plays everything that you do on your PS4. Yeah, same here. Hey Jaffa, how you doing? I'm pretty good. Right, this is East Midlands Parkway. Sophie's right. There's nobody around. They're getting off, but they don't get on. Nobody gets on. So I don't know where these lot are going for a day out, unless they're going for a tour of the old power station there. It could be that Lee's bacon butty shop is just outside the station. They could be going there. But yeah, it's a bit of a ghost town, which is a shame. Plus, why is that there? Is there something missing there? Is there meant to be some logo of a train company there? Because some are like that, and some. Let me find some others. But I can't find one now. Some are in the middle. I bet the camera doesn't let me zoom this way. That one's the same. Oh, there's a collectible there, look. But if you look on other stations, they're all sort of like centralised in the middle of the board, whereas these ones are not. Anyway. There's a Costa coffee shop out there. There's definitely something. Loughborough. Losing my voice now. Loughborough. 6.3. I saw that, Lee, on the Discord. Yeah, I saw that. That does happen occasionally for some strange reason. I still think the lighting needs some adjustment. Can you see on the side of the train? It's very... it's like the contrast has been turned up. Can you see it? It's not really like a true reflection of what it would actually look like on the side, is it? At certain angles. Some of the passengers, if we've got any... Well, you can see there, look how it's in shadow there. But some of the passengers have glowing hair. You see, his hair's too dark. You know? There's a bit of a contrast issue somewhere. Morning, Farah. How you doing? Oh, sorry, Xavier. I don't know what you tried to post there, but it's timed you out. It's automated that. You probably didn't try to post anything. It plays up a bit. Needs some tuning. Daniel, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm okay. How are you? Simon's GoPro, when are you doing early access on TramSim? Right, so the story on TramSim, there's an embargo, so I can't say too much about it. I do have TramSim already. I've been playing it, but I can't talk about it other than that until Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to put something together so that any of you guys that are downloading it at 10 o'clock on Tuesday when it releases, there'll be a bit of something for you to watch there, which might help you get started. That's all I can say. So there's no early access that I can show really, but I'll just say one thing. I don't think you guys will be disappointed. Nice livery, seems strangely familiar. Yeah, you've seen this a few times. Still playing Birmingham, Cross City, can't stop playing that. It is good, it's a good route that, isn't it? It is nice. Past the corner, the tram's in. You wait till Tuesday. Yeah, no worries, Dan Dog. Yeah, see you in a bit. Oh, you can you pre-ordered it and you can load it, can you? Already, that's good. That's good. If you're on PS5, it's 10 gig. I'll just tell you that much. So it depends on your connection. It might take you a while to download it. So if you have pre-ordered it, yeah, get it loaded up. But I'll put something out on Tuesday, but we'll also run it live on Tuesday. And then if anybody's picked it up and has got any questions, I will have had a few days on it to get to grips, and we can have a chat through it. I am working on Tuesday, but I might take a couple of hours off and just do it. 10 gig. Yeah, 10 gig. Yoinker, how you doing? Yeah, that's the PS5 version. Yeah. So have lots of you. How many have we got? We got 13, and have many of you pre-ordered it? Just out of interest, or are you waiting? Are you waiting to have a look at it first? Crossing over, ready for Loughborough. Always wait for the review. Yeah, I mean, you can watch the review quite early. Well, you can watch my review if you want quite early on Tuesday, and then you can pick it up after. I mean, the thing about pre-orders is digitally, they're never going to run out of keys. There's not so many on the shelf, is there? So you can always pick it up when you want. That's the good thing. The only thing that slightly teases you if there's a discount beforehand. I think there is on PlayStation for the deluxe edition. I'm not sure about Xbox. Yeah, Sam, I do play Bus Sim, but not enough because I did play the original one quite a lot to the platinum, and then the new one came out. I didn't pick it up straight away because I actually thought it was pretty pricey, to be honest, because it was nearly like a full price game, wasn't it, when it came out? But I've got it since, and I've played a little bit of it, but again, I was getting a little bit tired of now do this, now rank this bus stop up to this, now buy this bus and add 2 stops to this. I found that a bit tedious, but this new update I think has got an open world, has it? I think you can kind of you can step out of Korea, can you, and just run how you want. So that might be good. Unless you can do that now, and I just don't realise. But I'd like to just drive the buses round without being sort of told what to do next, if that makes sense. But when I am driving them, I do quite like them. Yeah, King loves Bus Sim 21. Yeah, there you go. It does look a bit cartoony. That's what you guys all told me before I picked it up, and I do agree to a certain extent. Um, there's an HST leaving us behind. But I got used to that after a bit. It is cartoony. It'd look a bit more of a serious simulator if it wasn't as cartoony, wouldn't it? I think that would be my only comment on it. But actually, it's good. Driving the buses is quite good. Oh, you lost your save file game from Bus Sim. Do you know? I seem to remember it did that to me on the original one when I was playing it on PS4. Came out at the beginning of September. By the end of September, I sort of played it every night and got through it, and then my save file got corrupted. They had to put a fix in. Jaffa, your favourite is tourist bus, and hope they fix it. Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, yeah. Right, we're off to Barrow upon Soar in 2 miles. So we're coming down to the bottom of the map to Leicester. So up on the right hand side we've got Nottingham, we've got Derby up there, Leicester at the bottom. We're slightly behind time, but doesn't really matter, does it? We had a good look round the train at the beginning, and we've been chatting since and looking at station signage and seeing if it's right or not. Right, let's see if we've got anybody waiting to get on. King, don't start talking about Jaffa cakes. We've already had bacon and sausage butties. Don't start talking about Jaffa cakes. I'll have to leave the stream early if you start talking about that. It's one of those smaller platforms. You remember in the live one, I kept shooting through these the other night. I did not get used to the distances of the actual platforms. I'm kind of getting familiar with it now, a little bit more. Yeah, see what I mean? Look at these, you see. These are central, whereas before there was a big gap on the East Midlands. Makes me wonder, is there some kind of logo on the East Midlands Parkway? Maybe for the power station, or some kind of university or something that isn't in the game. Maybe they're not they don't have the license for whatever that is. Not sure. Sileby. Do I know when the update is for the TS2 Bakerloo line timetable? I've not heard anything about that actually. TSW2 still getting updated even. Hi Michael, how you doing? the GSMR again, it's gone off, look. Confirm deregister. Right, see, I don't know what that does, but you can do it down here. It's like... No, I didn't want to press that. Right, so I did this the other day. Where is it? There is a way to deregister, is it one of these? And it kind of resets it. No, it wasn't that. Brightness test. It's difficult to do it when you're driving. Right, that does nothing. Yes, I don't know. I did do something with that the other day and it went a couple of steps further. The problem is it's not functioning properly. You don't. It's kind of like just for display purposes, isn't it? Right. Now I'm not paying attention. We'll try and stop at Selby. There we go. It's got good brakes, this one. Fortunately for me. I'm going to get them collectibles while I'm here as well. Right, let's open the doors. Let's dive out. Oh, I'm saying I dive out, but I don't want to get stuck, because look, if she doesn't move, I might not get back in. See what I mean? That's not good, is it? And now her mate's coming here to join her. Well, he just teleported somewhere. Right, so you can't even get out, so you want to jump out of the station. You can't. The ejector seat there. Syston, right, let's go to Syston. So we're nearly there actually. Oh, the tick button is the deregister, is it? I knew there was one somewhere. Confirm. Hang on. Yes, it's not doing anything. And that's what I thought. I definitely did it the other day, and it comes up with something else. I don't know how that works. Is that unregistering the service? I don't know. Or is it the driver logging in? Or I don't know. It'd be nice to have it working like in Train Sim Classic, where you can actually type in the codes, can't you, and do it properly. It does make me wonder though, because they've port developed it. Is there going to come a day where suddenly they'll work it out and the whole thing will work on every train we've ever had where it's fitted? Maybe. Don't know. .3 miles to Syston. Hazard lights for ejector seats. Yeah, I bet that stopped him pressing it, didn't it? The SG button works when standing at a signal. Yeah, of course, yeah, I heard that actually. I've not used that, but yeah. Yeah, loads of empty seats and people stood in the corridors. It's definitely a bug, that. I was trying to remember what DLC we'd seen that before. So there's some problem. Some problems come back again. It's almost like a DLC's developed and they have to make sure this isn't going to happen and this isn't going to happen. I'm almost sure, I'm casting my mind back. If I went back and looked at my videos, I'd probably see. I think when the East Coastway first released, passengers were doing that. They were also shooting up in the air from the platform as if they had rockets strapped to the back. That was the other thing they were doing at East Coast. We have definitely got that on the channel. That's quite funny. But they fixed all that. So I think the passengers standing in the corridor is an easy one. They can fix that. Maybe she wants to come inside, yeah. She can sit in the crew side there. But then I'll probably get struck off. Yeah, I don't know, Michael, actually, about TSW2. I don't know how long support is going on with for. I mean, if a lot of the TSW2 routes, of course, are now across in TSW3, so because I've not played TSW2 for such a long time, I don't always remember where we're up to with that. It's probably, if you've got queries about TSW2, it's probably worth just going straight to a support ticket and asking them for the plan via the forum. Yeah, the tick button does deregister. It definitely. That's why I was trying to find out what it was I pressed, because it did the other day. And you'll see now, even it doesn't even let me turn it on or off. So yeah, it's glitched. This is Syston. Quite a few waiting here. Oh, straight to emergency. I keep doing that. I keep slipping the brake into emergency. Not to worry. These two waiting to rob everybody. Rainbow trainers, look at that. I was looking for the three. I thought I saw the three stripes there on the side. I thought we'd had some kind of copyright infringement there. So what's this guy? They're all wearing them. Look at that. I never noticed that before. They're quite popular. Now it's glitched me to the other side of the fence. Right, Leicester's next. So I think we'll get to Leicester, we'll jump over to New York Trenton, and we'll have a look at the Acela. We'll do some speed, I think. Oh, is that what it is, Sophie, about the brakes? I thought it was just me being an idiot, like over pressing the triggers, because it's dead easy. Especially the HST is really easy to do it with. You just need to feather the brake trigger on the controller, and it does it. Headlamp warning. I never use the DRA. I should do. When I stop, I should put the DRA on, but I don't. Yeah, Rainbow Traders, get them on you. First week of May, Fernbus gets its first DLC. Oh, is it first week in May? I haven't watched any of his videos for a while, so I don't know. I don't know when it was releasing. Yeah, no problems, Farah. Thanks for coming in, mate. Talk to you later. So we've got 5 minutes to get into Leicester if we want to be on time. So if the lights are with us, we might not do too badly. I still had the game crash on me a couple of times when coming into the main stations, which is what happened on Tuesday when we were streaming it, wasn't it? So if we get into Leicester and it completely